How did you set about learning as a group of executives about what the future might be like?
One of the key things that we did was embedded within the culture of the project this idea of kind of learning from examples of good or examples of success. So what we did was that we identified a number of organisations that we thought were doing similar work well, and we literally went and visited them and talked to them. And it was learning in two ways. It was learning first of all about how they were running their organisation and how they were serving their creative community and the impact that they had. But it was also learning in terms of us listening and us saying, well, here's our vision, here's our thoughts about how we might deliver this new organisation, and learning from their responses. So we did a number of visits. We both nationally and internationally, we went to organisations that were within our sector and also outside our sector to learn from. We learned from organisations because perhaps of their artistic output. In other cases, we went to an organisation where we were learning from them purely because they had been through a major structural change and a merger. So we didn't necessarily stick to organisations who it was just all about kind of artistic or creative work. It was actually about saying, what are we going through? We're going through a major change project. We were having to migrate staff from one place to another. We were going on a journey from 5 separate organisations to one single organisation. We were moving to create a new model, and we needed to test whether or not people would recognise the new organisation and what it was aspiring to deliver.
Was it a good investment to go on these visits?
Yeah, it was a very good investment of time, not least because actually it was a very good sort of bonding exercise within the team. So, you know, Matthew Greenall and I went to Finland actually for the day. We did a round trip visit to the Finnish Music Information Centre, which was considered to be one of the most proactive music information centres in Europe. So we wanted to go and learn from them. And at the time, we were thinking about the physical resources that we might provide as a music information centre ourselves. So they have got a really beautiful centre in Finland, really well equipped, so we wanted to literally just go and have a look and see what they were doing and talk to them about how people use that space and how people pass through it. So it was a very, very good use of time because it provided, you know, just very clear case studies, examples that we could learn from, and things then that we could talk about in a practical sense instead of the theoretical sense, and we could actually say this worked, this didn't work, and then think about what we would take from that in terms of developing our model.